Welcome to some breaking news, some great breaking news. Welcome to Monday, the 14th of October. That's the time that you'll be seeing this video. And the breaking news is that Jacob Weitering has signed a contract extension. It's now official. It's a 6-year extension. He had a year left remaining on his current contract. It was set to expire at the end of 2025, and he has really just shut all speculation up that may have been coming his way, and he signed the extension. It's great news. I don't think it's much of a surprise. I think all indications that he gave, both in media grabs and really all reports, I don't think there was ever really a time where there was a fear that he would leave. He's always been really steadfast on his commitment to the club. We saw in a video that I posted a few weeks ago now, the grab from Talking Footy, where he's talking about the group having made some sort of an implied pact that they would commit and stick together and stick with the club. And so now it's official. So that is a great way to start the week. That's superb news. Just to read through the quotes from Jacob Weitering himself. He says, "Carlton made a significant investment in me in 2015, and I couldn't imagine playing football anywhere else. I've always wanted to be a one-club player, and I feel like I've grown up alongside my teammates in my 9 years here." Wow, 9 years of Jacob Weitering. That's crazy. Wow, we've been together for a long time. "When I first started at the club, we went through some tough times, but I couldn't be more confident in the stability and direction of the football club as we head into the coming years. It has taken a lot of hard work as a collective to get to this point, and that hard work is far from over. I want to say a huge thank you to our members and supporters who have embraced me since arriving at Icon Park. I cannot wait for the next 7 years at the Blues and for us all to get after achieving what we are striving for." Nick Austin made a comment here. "We couldn't be happier to see Jacob re-sign with the club. He's one of our most respected defenders in the competition for his ability to perform at an elite level each and every week. To see him extend with still a year on his contract shows the type of loyal person he is. Jacob has clearly demonstrated he's a leader on the field, but he's also a very impressive person off the field, looking after and guiding the new group of defenders within the club. To have players like Jacob, Harry, Mackay and Charlie Curnow not only grow up alongside one another at Carlton, but now all signed and committed to the club until at least 2029 and beyond is a real testament to the stability we are building. With the likes of Jacob leading this group, we could not be in better hands." So he's made the announcement now. We knew that we were going to wait for trade period to sort of approach before the decision was made. I am curious now. Does this mean... Now, the Dan Houston story is still playing out. Does this mean that there is a clear resolution as to what's going to happen with Dan Houston? What does this signing mean? I mean, it was always coming. I was never in doubt of that. And I don't think too many of us were. Early in the season, there was the offer, the Godfather offer reportedly from the Saints and the like. But I was assuming that once trade period ended and we knew whether or not we were going to actually trade in for a player, that's when we'd see Jacob commit officially. So I do wonder what the ramifications are for this and what it means for the Dan Houston story. What it means for, picks 12 and 14. Does it mean we're just going to the draft? I'll do something about that in another video. And then I think the other domino that we're all waiting patiently for is the Tom De Koning domino. So it was pretty clear. Nick Austin did make it really clear that, De Koning would be thought about once Jacob Weitering was done. We've seen that clip a couple of times now. And so exciting times. Stability is not a word that I'm used to hearing with the Carlton Football Club, but we have seen it over the last few years. There's no doubt about that, in the good times and in the bad. And I think in the bad times, seeing stability is important because it's easier to see stability when things are going well. But as I mentioned before, to have, Harry, Charlie, Jacob, the real spine of the group committed long term, and hopefully De Koning next, it gives me, and I think it gives a lot of us confidence that there really is a mantra of stronger together. And I don't have too many fears that we're going to lose any of them. I know that they would likely earn much more than what they would at Carlton from a playing contract point of view. But I do think there's an intrinsic value in being at the Carlton Football Club that you don't get at too many other clubs. I think every club's got their value proposition, not just from a playing salary, but it's about the network you're tapped into. And I think that is a really important part of what Carlton can bring to anyone. We are all so loyal and passionate about the club from a fan level, then you got the corporate level and the like. So I'm confident, I'm happy about this news, and just glad Jacob got rewarded, and I'm glad that he's committed, and we're in really good hands. He's potentially, I think he's the next captain of the club, personally. I think after Cripps, it's going to be Jacob Wiedering whenever that time comes. I don't want to think too far ahead because we're still living through the best of Jacob Wiedering. But he had a phenomenal year. He's been reliable, consistent, available for a number of years now, and long may it continue. So there's the update. Jacob Wiedering has officially signed his contract extension for an extra 6 years after 2025. So what do you think? Where does your mind go to about this news? What does it mean for you? And let's go from there. Let's enjoy week 2 of trade period and see what comes our way. Go Blues.